Welcome to the Friend Zone.
Every time I'm in the zone.
My name is Dustin.
I'm Francesca, also known as Hey Friend Hey.
My name is Asante.
This is the Friend Zone. Let's start the show.
I'm in the zone.
When do it becomes?
That always makes me think of Carrie.
When? Okay. Quando. Okay. When do it becomes? Because it's some shit going on. It's a lot of trickery going on right now.
Ain't it?
And it gets to a fucking point. And by it, I mean none other than disgusting ass Taylor Farms. Okay.
Oh my God.
Now, I don't know if people are not. Apparently, Fran and Asante are
A shitty situation.
I don't know if people are not. Taylor Farms, which was just recently in the news for the lettuce recall, the Taco Bell of it all, and the Trump administration of it all. Right?
Mm-hmm, that part.
The donation of it all, and then the reversal of. Anyway, you picking up what I'm putting down.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Taylor Farms is back in the news. This is less than 2 weeks later, I believe, because they've announced a recall for guacamole, salsa, and other foods due to possible salmonella contamination.
What is going on over there?
Connected to jalapenos that were also received by Chipotle and Qdoba. Now, I know I've eaten Chipotle a lot in my life. I know I've eaten Qdoba. I know I'm sure some members of our audience probably have too. So there's some shit we need to know. Taylor
Qdoba.
Farms announces,
You know,
right.
I've never heard someone say that out loud.
Mm-hmm. Qdoba.
Qdoba.
It's not something I've ever heard anyone say. I'm going to Qdoba.
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 Wow,
It's like a
that just
boot
threw me
company.
off.
I didn't know they made food. I was like, do you get shoes? Is it an outfitter? You know, do you
Like
get
a boot
shoes and
barn.
shit? REI. Anyway. Like I said, they have announced a recall of over a dozen prepared food items, including salsas, guacamole, and this is due to concerns about potential salmonella contamination that's connected to jalapenos that were sourced, they say, from a farmer in Sinaloa, Mexico.
Here they go with the bullshit.
Yep. And this is all after another ongoing investigation of a salmonella outbreak that has, at the time of printing, which was yesterday, according to the Neighborhood Talk. What's up, Neighborhood Talk? Infected 345 people in 27 states and resulted in 36 hospitalizations.
Jesus.
Chipotle, Qdoba, they received the peppers, but have stopped using them since, according to reports. And so far, Taylor Farms has no reports of illnesses connected to the recalled products, but they are actively looking for new suppliers of jalapenos. Salmonella can fuck you up really bad, so this is a big deal.
Damn.
Now,
And through the jalapenos, it's crazy.
you know, I don't like spicy food, and I always thought that I knew not eating spicy food would avoid me having the shits, but I didn't know it would be for this reason. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck is going on at Taylor Farm? Y'all ain't got no quality control over there. Ain't nobody watching out. There's not a tower up above. Ain't nobody walking around saying, "Hey, do it smell like boo-boo in here?" Or vegetables.
Especially
like, what
how
is going
big
on?
they are with the
Right.
level of partnerships. You know, it's like you would think they would have the technology, the budget to
You would
not
think
have
that.
to cut corners on the food monitoring. I just
You
don't
would
understand.
also think that if you bitches and sons of bitches, because it's your mama's fault too at this point if you're doing nasty shit like this, you would think that you motherfuckers would have some systems in place. If you're a food provider,
That's
if
what
you
I'm
provide
saying.
produce,
At
the
that
one thing you
level.
need to do is make sure it's safe. That's the top priority on your list of shit to make sure you do every single day with every single order, every single crop, every single whatever the fuck.
Right.
I don't understand what's going on at Taylor Farms. Do we need to send Taylor Gang over there? What's going on? You know what I'm
Maybe
saying?
they're just, you know how because they rolled back so many of the monitoring surveillance programs, maybe they just don't have, they're not getting audited, they're not getting inspected the same way they would have before. I'm wondering if that's what it is. And so now it's falling through the cracks. They get to cut corners. They get to profit more, which is really what they care about. It has
at
to
the
be
expense
something.
of people. That's not sustainable. If you get a quick bag, because let's be clear, this is a scam, right? So if they're able to get a quick bag like this by fucking with the current administration or whatever. It's not sustainable when you're in the business.
For your legacy.
You're a farm. That means that people have to buy your shit for you to be successful. Stories like this, people are not going to continue to source their vegetables from y'all.
Right.
It's not
just gonna
worth
be a
it.
stain, yeah.
I had never even heard of y'all bitches until this shit started hitting the fan.
Same. And then people started showing how you can check if your produce comes, if it has the TF in the barcode. And I was like, oh my God, that's going to be everything.
Been around forever.
This will be everything.
Taylor Farms and the fuck? You know what I'm saying? The fuck? What you mean this shit on the jalapenos? You're supposed to be shit on them till I shit them out. From being spicy and irritating my stomach.
Shit on the jalapenos because
I wish
that's just a crazy sentence.
Talk about gut health. What health? You know what I'm saying?
Yikes.
This is a damn
such
shame.
Perfect timing, Dustin, with my wellness segment this week. It could not.
We see each other.
Perfect.
We see each other. Hopefully, we ain't
the people need it.
Yeah.
Very timely is what you're learning. Is what you find.
No, legit.
Me personally, I'm finna buy some stock in Charmin.
Man, what?
Scott. Okay, Quilted Northern, all of that. I'm buying stock in that shit. Cottonelle's ass.
Okay,
all of them. Hey, y'all shop at Costco, Kirkland. I'm about to buy some stock in toilet paper because you niggas is finna be shitting. And it's just the jalapenos and lettuce. So you got to at least eat vegetables for this. Wait till they start fucking with chips.
Oh, that's when they'd get me.
I'm trying to tell you, this is not okay.
Get me. I'll be outside protesting.
We need that lady from Houston. What's that lady's name? Dr. Candace Matthews, I think is her name. She wears the 10-gallon cowboy hats and be cussing motherfuckers out. Go down to Taylor Farms. We need her down there on the motherfucking land. Okay? Getting to the bottom of this because Taylor Farms is fucking tripping right now.
Yeah,
I don't want to get sick. I don't want to get sick.
At all. Not even a little bit.
I'm trying to put on weight, not lose weight. So fuck Taylor Farms. Fuck whoever is over there sleeping on the damn job.
Right.
Okay.
And
fuck whoever is ruining this. Fuck the people up there that are enabling Taylor Farms to continue operating while this shit is going on. They should have been shut down and y'all should have voted for Kamala. And with that being said, okay. Welcome to the Friend Zone, your weekly look into all things mental health, mental wellness, and mental agriculture. Because who in the hell wants a
mental
rotten
agriculture
ass?
is good.
Who in the hell? Thank you. I was impressed myself. It just came to me in a moment. But who in the hell wants to have the shits from fucking with Taylor Farms? I know I don't. Hey, friend Asante, how are you doing?
How y'all doing? Do you have anything you want the listeners to know before we officially fully jump in?
Yes, thank you for the love on Monday Night Live, the talk show that I co-host with Claudia Jordan, Carlos King, and Blue Toulouspa. I see y'all in the messages, and the messages have been getting back to me through my cousins who are in the comments and try to fight people for me. They be telling me that their friends will be all in there. Yeah, they do it. I'll tell them not to, but they be DMing motherfuckers and shit. Anyway, love you, Misty. Anyway, the friend zone has been showing a lot of love, and I just want to give a legitimate, clear thank you to our audience for supporting all three of us when we do other stuff. I just appreciate it. So you always gonna be locked in.
Yeah, y'all are the best core family. Also, if you are on our patreon.com/the Friend Zone podcast. Hi, Patreon, right? Like Dustin says, we love you, Patreon.
We love you, Patreon.
We just activated the official chat room. So Patreon has allowed chat rooms now. So we activated it, and y'all are very active on there. It's really nice. But it's nice for y'all to have a space where you can talk about the episodes to each other and just having that space. So if you're interested in hanging out with more of the core Friend Zone family and listeners, definitely check that out at patreon.com/the Friend Zone podcast. And obviously the Binge as well, which is our TV and film recap series. We're about to start Cross season 2, facilitated by Asante, which is going to be great because we love Aldous Hodge.
Screen like that meme.
I do need to know if it's lighter.
They changed the color grading this season, so you can see a little bit. It's season 2.
They use white niches.
Oh my god!
They didn't put bleaching cream on the show on the TV.
On the lens.
Hold for lens.
Okay, white niches.
No, so yeah, we're definitely doing that. Also, if you want to know how LeChat was born, it was actually born during the wind down, which happens at the end of every month.
Yes.
So on the 26th of August, because if you're listening to this on the 12th, or later, you need to be in the building. Okay, we go live at the end of every month, and that is again Wednesday, the 26th. Okay, at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is where LeChat was born. If you were trying to figure it out, so come join us and find out. So you can join or
it's
be
fun
informed.
too.
It's so much fun. LeChat, we love y'all.
LeChat is not French, although we love our French.
They
brethren.
do. Some people are like LeChat. I'm like, no, it's LeChat.
and it is a reference to poet laureate and wordsmith LeChat of Memphis, Tennessee. From 3 6 Mafia. That is what it's from. It's a reference to her name. We speak her name. We pay homage to LeChat that way. And every month it just feels so good to support Black women and honor her and her contributions to society and to art overall. So that's why it's called LeChat. And I just want everybody to be clear on that, because she is, in her own words, the bitchy bitchy we love to hate. And I've always connected to that. I've always found solace and comfort in that, and have really used it as a mantra and a compass to navigate my own thoughts and experiences. So that is where it comes from. And I just want to be clear on the intention of the name of the chat.
So now y'all know the reference. Also, we have the Lituation, which is our book club right now. We're reading a book called Honey by Imani Thompson. Right? We actually have it right here as well. And this is facilitated by Dustin Ross. It's been a really good book.
Thank you.
Crazy.
Crazy shit. Twists and turns.
Twists and turns, but very, very
knives.
Fascinating concept. So
she don't give a fuck.
Man, what?
This bitch just giving it out.
We have a really good time with the Patreon members that join us for the book club. It's really cool. I love reading these books and hanging out with y'all. I think it's one of the best things.
Makes me feel like our brother Claude Kelly.
Right? Shout out to him and his reading.
Yes.
But yeah, so join us for the live stream, join us for the Lituation, join us for the binge, and join us so you can watch the video version of the weekly episode, which we also, now that I say that, we are also on YouTube now. I know it's been a long time coming. Y'all been asking for it. Obviously, we can't post the entire video because that's what Patreon's for, but we do post at least the intro segment, so you can get a little taste of what it's like to hang with us on video form.
Just a pinch.
Just a little bit. And then it goes.
Countess.
Okay. And then it goes into the audio form, so you can enjoy that. I know some of you are saying that you actually enjoy your podcast on YouTube and were wondering when we were jumping on. So we are there now. I hope you enjoy that as another platform. Hey. So catch us on YouTube, catch us on Patreon, catch us on Instagram, TikTok. If you're wondering how to find us, all that information is in the description box. And if you want to email us, info@thefriendzonepodcast.com. So
for opportunities, we're available for public speaking opportunities.
Yes.
We're available for brand partnerships. We're available for sponsored episodes.
Right.
We are available for, written articles, write-ups in magazines, all that stuff. So feel free to ring our bell if there's that type of interest. We would love to partner in alignment with good, lucrative opportunities.
Absolutely. We are always available for that. So info@thefriendzonepodcast.com. Just have to throw that out there because I feel like we forget to put that information out there sometimes
and we
at the top of the
too.
show.
We got an act, you know what I'm saying?
We sing. Asante.
He's saying you brought the sunshine by the Clark sisters. If requested, you know what I'm saying? That's what we do. So yeah.
Asante, you have a Black business of the week that you would like to share with us today, right?
That is correct. The Black business that I would like to highlight this week is known as Spring Break Watches, or SPGBK. SPGBK was founded by childhood friends and frat brothers Kwame Molden and Maurice Cherry from Fayetteville, North Carolina. Mm-hmm. The Black-owned lifestyle brand has built a name for itself, creating stylish, affordable watches and accessories inspired by culture, community, and storytelling. The brand has been making headlines with the launch of its Sweet Summer capsule, released as part of the Nordstrom anniversary sale. The limited collection features vibrant summer-inspired accessories designed to capture the energy of the season while continuing, SPGBK's mission of blending fashion with culture. SPGBK, Spring Break, has also partnered with several HBCUs, including North Carolina A&T, NCC, Winston-Salem State, Johnson C. Smith, and UNC Charlotte, to create officially licensed collections celebrating those institutions. The company has grown from an online startup into a nationally recognized brand with products carried by retailers like Nordstrom, as mentioned earlier, and Belk. They even landed 2 watches
Belk
on
for
Oprah's.
The down south hoes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I love a little Belk, you know.
A Belk,
Do you remember Parisians too?
Absolutely. I want to take you shopping at Parisians. Yes, of course. Yes.
They even landed 2 watches on Oprah's favorite things list in 2023. So if you're looking to support a Black-owned business, you can go to springbreakwatches.com. That's Spring Break spelled out.
I'm gonna look them up.
Yeah, Spring Break Watches, SPGBK. Get into it. The watches look cute too. They're really cool. I'm like, okay. And then HBCUs, Black folks, and some beautiful Black girl in the front, rocking all the colors. They got some really nice colors. I think y'all should go check them out. Get y'all a little timepiece.
I have a Black business request before we get out of this space.
Yes.
There is a clothing company called Ruggiero Clothing out of Detroit that has been dressing Dej Loaf has been wearing some of their pieces. And Dej Loaf performed recently in New Jersey and had on the 360 or 385 presidential release jogging suit, but they only have it in kids. So I want to know if it's available in adults, because I really want this jogging suit. Dej Loaf had it on and it looks so dope, and I want it so bad. So if anybody out here, I don't know, it's a shot in the dark, but if anybody out here has a connect to Ruggiero Clothing, it's worth it. I want it that bad. This is it. It's so. I don't know if you can see what it's so dope.
Oh, that is cute.
I see that on you.
And it would look. Don't you see that on me? I need it on my body. Hey, you should have seen it on Dej Loaf. Like, I was like, I want that outfit. So if anybody,
what was she wearing that on or in?
She was performing in New Jersey. I'm gonna send you the video so we can put it in the carousel. But I want this jogging suit so bad. Please,
it's cute.
If anybody has a connection to Ruggiero Clothing, I need that, but in a men's adult extra large. So please make it. I would love to encourage others to want it too. So thank you.
Cute.
Ooh.
That's all. You gotta shoot your shot.
Hell yeah.
Let's jump into this week's recap segment. So last week's episode, singing a ransom note. That was last week's episode title.
And for her to keep going.
I can do it right now.
Did you see her say she wants a redo?
Yes, and we don't want to redone ever again. We respect you. So it's hard to discuss that.
Oh, that was all Dustin Ross.
With integrity, anyway.
On last week's episode, there were things that you need to know, and Dustin's going to make sure that you do. It's time for this week's Hot Topics. I love how that's written. Yeah. Hop in, friends. Let's talk about people. Who y'all think wrote the copy for that? Asante, who stood out to you?
A lot of people had a plethora of amazing things to say. I'm just going to share a couple of comments out in the Spotify streets. This first comment comes from Sophia. I don't know how to say her last name, so I'm going to just say Sophia, okay? Sophia's comment reads, OMG, RP to Vapiano, us in DC are hurting so bad. You know, when we had that moment of Vapiano, I just remembered like that, damn, y'all had it like, y'all had more than one Vapiano, so y'all had it real bad when y'all lost the brand. So
it's personal.
I'm sorry for y'all, but we felt y'all when we mentioned it.
Deeply grieving. Deeply.
Next Next comment I want to read and last comment I want to read comes from Jazz. The comment reads, imagine my surprise when I learned this episode was titled after my great aunt who got on that mic and cut up. Yes, Martha Reeves is my great aunt on my mom's side, and we have been cutting up in the family group chat because who let her do this? And she
Please blur out
down.
the names. Please blur out the names and send us a copy of the family group chat. Blur out the names and numbers and let us see the group chat. Please
send us just a little bit.
Please.
And,
my
she
God.
doubled down recently. Love you, auntie, but
Shout out to you,
Shout
man.
out
You
to
a real
you,
one.
Jazz.
Shout out to your
comments like those. We know what happened. Like we know that y'all be part of the thing when y'all be tuned in like
I'm
that.
so
So
that is a jewel. That makes me want to start going in the comments for real. Because wow.
What about you, friend? What did you find out there in the streets?
So let's see. Tiffany said, as for the surrogate story, I'm on the bio parent side. We don't know their circumstances. What if the surgery leads to a bunch of other surgeries? Then what about the quality of life for the child?
That's true.
There was actually a lot of debating in the comments where people were on the bio parent side, people were on the surrogate side, people were just unhappy with the conversation as a whole. We also have Lee John. Hey, Lee John.
Hey,
I
Lee
love
John.
Lee John. Every time I see his face, I'm like, hey.
Lee John.
He says,
from Lee John.
Lee says, I only knew of school starting in August and ending in May in the South. Because remember, I was asking about school starting earlier. So I guess that makes sense. He says, when I lived in New York, we went to school from early September to late June. And that's really it, because I don't remember school being any different. I also don't have any kids in my life that are in New York, so I don't know if that has changed at all for them.
In Michigan, we got out around June 6th, June 5th. Our last day would always be like June 3rd, June 4th, June 5th, something like that.
It would be like mid-June for us, and then we'd be back in school like the first or second week of September. But they're already in school first week of August. That's so crazy to me, right? Craig G says, Fran, I do remember school starting in the beginning of September when I was in high school in the 90s. I also remember Christmas break being longer than what it is now. I believe we would be off around the 19th and wouldn't be back until like the 3rd of January. I remember that too. Is that not a thing anymore either?
It was like 2 weeks. It was always 2 weeks.
Like a full break.
I used to feel like a whole new person when I came back.
What?
And then,
What
we were
new
Jehovah's
clothes,
Witnesses.
remember?
So we didn't have Christmas presents, but our mama would take us shopping and shit. We would have new clothes because we would be looking at them like this. So we would have to have new clothes. We would come back to school. I felt like a new person after Christmas break. It's transformative. Yeah,
it is. And it's a new season.
Kids
and everything.
need that.
Okay. My last one is Jazz, who says, my best friend has HLHS. Her mother was told she would never live beyond a certain age. I believe this is what the baby baby has, right? In the surrogate story. So we have been friends for 20 years. Needless to say, she's 31 years old, married to an amazing man and owns a nonprofit, also her own business. I understand raising a child with such a serious and rare disease is a lot. And I would never tell a woman what to do with her body. Right. But you never know what a child will survive or become. If you want to become a parent, you should expect the gamble. It could be disease, their sexuality, a disability. If you're not ready, don't do it.
I mean, points were motherfucking made.
Okay.
For sure.
That's what I'm saying. There were a lot of opposing views, which I always appreciate. And I always appreciate when y'all can oppose with respect. That's the biggest thing.
Absolutely.
That's it for me. What about you, Dustin Ross? What'd you find in those Twitter streets?
So speaking of finding love in the comments, I have gotten a lot of tweets from people who appreciated the roller coaster community news that I shared.
I saw that too.
Mm-hmm. So I see you. We see each other. We speak your names for sure. And we back at it one more again since I know there's a desire and an appetite for it. So this week's tweet comes from the actual American Coaster Enthusiasts Twitter account, which we all know as
Wow,
ACE.
y'all have a Twitter?
Oh, it's ACE, right? If you're an ACE member, whatever. So the official account for the American Coaster Enthusiasts, dedicated to the preservation, promotion, and enjoyment of amusement rides. Cute. So they tweeted about my personal favorite theme park in the world, which is Cedar Point in Sandusky, Ohio. Hey. It was my home park growing up. Fran has a connection to it as well. I feel like that ties us. I don't know.
And that's so funny.
But like, cause we know being on the peninsula, we know what it means to ride down that causeway and see Cedar Point off in the distance as we're approaching it, and that feeling of the water around you. We know that.
Yeah.
This is why this tweet is important. So they said a landmark anniversary deserves a landmark. American coaster enthusiasts is proud to recognize Corkscrew at Cedar Point as an ACE roller coaster landmark. The landmark plaque will be presented on September 12th during the ACE Eastern Great Lakes event, Coaster Palooza. And they tagged Cedar Point in the tweet. So this don't mean nothing to y'all, but it means something to us because Corkscrew was the first triple looping coaster in the world. It is iconic. Friend, you'll remember when you're walking down the main causeway at Cedar Point, there's an old roller coaster and you walk under the loops.
Yeah.
That's Corkscrew.
That's
now
so
it's an
cool.
official landmark, which is like something to be deemed historical.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
And
cool.
so it's official. So that was for the roller coaster nerds.
I love
Shout
that
out
for
to
y'all. We have fun. Look at this.
You know, and that's that. That's it for me this week.
That is super cute. That means that's it for the intro segment. Let's jump into this week's episode.
This week's podcast is brought to you by Squarespace. Now, Squarespace is the ultimate website platform that catapults you from invisible to iconic. Whether you're igniting your first idea or turbocharging a thriving business, Squarespace aims and arms you with everything that you're going to need to dominate online. That means that you can build a jaw-dropping professional website, grab your dream domain, skyrocket your brand, and get paid all on Squarespace. I'm talking about things that I know. I sell merch. And how you think we doing it? You got to facilitate it somehow. Squarespace helped us to build a very efficient system where we're able to get orders out quickly, get them processed very fast. It's clean. It's easy for our customers. I know friends who have used Squarespace. Our good friends, in fact, have. So it's all that. And with Squarespace being all that, their collection of cutting edge design tools, that give you the ability to build a beautiful professional online presence that will perfectly fit your brand or business. You can start with Blueprint AI, which is Squarespace's AI enhanced design partner, or you can choose from a library of professionally designed and award-winning website templates. I love a template. I even love the word template. It feels good when you say it. Try it. Template. Anyway, no matter where you start, your website is flexible to what you need with intuitive drag and drop editing, beautiful styling options, unrivaled visual design effects, on-brand AI content, and more ways to list what you offer with no experience required. You can get discovered really fast with integrated Squarespace SEO tools. And every website is optimized to be indexed with meta descriptions, an auto-generated sitemap, and more, so that you can show up more often on search engines and you can bring in more of your ideal customers. Check out squarespace.com/friendzone for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, use code friendzone to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. That's squarespace.com/friendzone for a free trial and code friendzone to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.
This week's episode is an Asante production. What we getting into this week, Asante?
And don't lie.
This week we're getting into niggas' business. No, I'm just kidding. Well, I mean, not really. We're talking about Black people in movies yet again.
Nice.
I feel like it's important because Black people, so many of us as creatives and entertainers and content creators. I say creators already. I just put content on that second time. I don't know why. Anyway, us that just wants to be happy out in the world, right? We want to be supported. And I feel like in supporting everyone Black, it's just nice to have little round tables about Black news, Black movie news, Black things happening in, those industries.
Very Issa Rae to the bullshit. Rooting for everybody Black.
Absolutely. Always over here. This conversation was rooted in a couple of different things, so it's going to go a few different places. But honestly, it's literally just like a few major like movie headlines and kind of how we feel about the things that are going on, or if we even care about the things that are going on, right?
Okay.
Because the types of movies that I'm going to talk about all fall under that very special Asante category of
porn.
You say what?
Porn. Ebony porn.
Amateur, specifically.
Okay, you both are not about to play this game.
POV.
Please stop before Slam Pig comes out from somewhere. This is not Rory, please.
Tasty Treasures or some shit.
What is that what they were talking about on Real Housewives?
Nasty Black or some shit.
Tasty Black.
Yeah, Tasty Black.
Tasty Blacks. Is that you know what? Let's
There you go. Name of the episode.
Hell no, imagine.
Oh, since we are talking about TVs and movies, I'm really going to talk about movies mainly this week, but I just want to know what y'all have been watching. What's the last good movie you've seen, either at the movies or at home?
The Odyssey.
Wicked.
Ooh. Wait, part 1 or 2?
Both of them.
Did you see them both in the theaters?
Yes, multiple times.
You saw both
multiple
in the theaters?
times. Yes, sat through that multiple
Lovely.
times. I had to hear her sing that song, and then once I became familiar with the soundtrack, I had to hear "No One Mourns the Wicked" when Ariana be hitting them.
That's a good one.
Shout
I
out
had to hear
you.
that multiple times. So, but
and weren't there
again,
people that watched them together, like the movies are being shown back to back?
If I can't smoke in there and you know, eat and get comfy and shit, that's not gonna work for me. I have to break it up. But yes, and don't feel no shame either.
You shouldn't.
Wow. I watched
you
Strong
definitely
too.
should.
I watched Strong on Peacock. Did you watch that?
I did watch Strong.
Mm-hmm.
What is Strong?
With Chloe Bailey and Lynn, the incomparable Lynn Whitfield.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that
Lynn
I did see the trailer
Whitfield.
for that.
Mm-hmm.
She's the best.
A grandmother. You hear me?
Lynn motherfucking Whitfield.
New Orleans' finest. That's a Louisiana woman. Okay?
She's so
shout out
tight.
to Lynn Whitfield.
She is never to be played with.
I want her to come on the show. Lynn, if Miss
Lynn
Whitfield, if you're listening to this, please
we
come
would be
talk
so
to
honored.
us. I just want to dig in and
cool.
just tap into Lynn Whitfield. She represents a lot of things that I identify with. You know how certain people who just embody
that scowl.
And oh my God, Lynn Whitfield, if I had tits and vulva, I'm telling you, I would be very much a Lynn Whitfield type of being. So I love Lynn Whitfield, and I really want to talk to her on the show. So
that'd be cute.
If any of y'all know her, she might be one of y'all aunties.
Lynn, let's dig in and talk some shit, Miss Lynn Whitfield. Let's do it.
Yes,
I would love
amazing.
to. Mm-hmm.
Friend, what's the last good movie you see?
The Odyssey. I just saw it this weekend.
Did you see it in 4DX?
In
or
what?
Did you see it in PDX?
Right. No, I saw regular standard screen.
Okay.
It was amazing though. I had such a great time. What a great movie. And I was trying to remember because I was asking Claude, I'm like, we had to read that. I just couldn't remember if it
y'all
was
went
for
together?
high school. No. We were talking about it because he saw it too. Because he's traveling right now. He's in South Africa.
Oh,
darling.
he sure is. Where is he, in Durban?
With
Yeah.
Tamia, yeah.
I know that's
So
right. What a life.
Okay.
I wonder if they did the Tamia hustle over there.
I'm
I know
sure
I would have had to hit it in Durban one time with Tamia. I'd be like, somebody hold my phone.
But we were trying to remember if we read that from middle school or high school, and I was like,
It was like
trying
8th
to
grade
imagine,
for me.
right?
Yeah,
So I'm like, it had
7th,
to be more
Yep.
middle school. I'm thinking 8th grade, but
Yep.
I just can't remember the class. But I'm like, now I want to read it again because you're so young in 8th grade. I know we understood it because the teachers broke it down, but it's different to read it on your own and see what kind of kicks up for you. But I loved it. It was a great
Should we
movie.
go there with the lituation? Should we
To
get
watch
an
the
eye?
Odyssey?
To read the Odyssey.
Oh, to read. Ooh. That'd
Should
be
we do that?
interesting. That'd be interesting.
I ain't afraid of no ghosts. I'll read that book as an adult. I love stimulating myself intellectually like that.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, I still have my copy from school. So I'm like,
I
I
can
keep
get
all
sex
my school books.
from
Mine
having
went on
conversations. I can get sex from having conversations about me just rereading the Odyssey. You know?
I'm sure.
I make
What?
people want to give me some. So yeah, I think we should
You know
do it.
Books
I
are
think we
power.
should do it.
Books of power.
Okay. But yes, I'm looking forward to rereading it just to see what I understand at this point in life. But yeah, that's probably the best movie I've seen I'm trying to think what else I've gone to the theaters for that I enjoyed.
Do you know that
I can't think of anything else.
I saw the Odyssey in theaters as well because it is still in
Shout out
theaters, I think.
Zendaya.
What'd you
Shout
think?
out Lupita.
It was a really good
Lupita's
movie,
so beautiful.
but what I asked you prior, had you seen it in 40X? I saw it in 40X, which was very, very, very distracting.
What is 40X?
Did you have to wear
A large
glasses?
screen?
No, so you don't have to wear glasses, and that's why I agreed to
IMAX,
it.
right?
I was told you don't have to wear glasses. Yeah, well, IMAX 3D. But anyway,
I don't want to do all that. I just want to watch a fucking movie.
That's why I was
the
like,
way that it was
fine.
sold to me is that the movie is better and you get a better seat. You don't have to.
It was made for that, right? Wasn't Odyssey? It was made to be seen.
The movie is literally shot in a certain way, and they literally it's interactive in the theater. So like there's little holes in the back of the seat that'll shoot air out. There are little misters that will shoot water out. The seats be rocking real hard.
Kind of cool. I've seen
Wear your
that
bonnet. Wear your bonnet.
Wear your bonnet for sure.
Swim cap. Even.
I would like to thank God. At one point, my cup, my lid wouldn't stay on right, and so I held it for a second.
Your cup runneth over.
Well, thank God it didn't, because I didn't want to keep holding my cup. So I was like, the lid. So I was like, let me go ahead and put this back on here. And then right after I put it back on there, the chair started shaking so hard. I was like, if I would have left it, I would have been.
We need to go see that in that format with some old school church people. And don't tell them. and not tell them. Don't tell them. You know what I'm saying?
No,
like some church mothers and shit. We need to go with them and don't tell them that that's happening. Yeah.
You know are so right.
I didn't know that was a thing. I've seen clips
scaring
of that
old church people?
No, not that. I've seen clips of that theater on TikTok, I think, or just online, and I thought it was AI because it be jerking people mad
and that
fucking
sound
hard.
like some AI shit.
It's funny that you mentioned TikTok, because after, I don't know, I kind of felt like, I was like, I feel kind of used. The way I was like getting shook and took in that chair. Like, I don't know. I just didn't like that.
Hot.
So I was on TikTok, and this girl, she was like, y'all, I just watched Spider-Man, the new Spider-Man, and I watched it at 40X, and I was in there getting my ass kicked. I was the villain, and Spider-Man was whooping my ass. And then at some point, I was Spider-Man, and the villain was whooping my ass. And at some point, they wasn't even doing nothing, and I was still getting my ass whooped. 40X
that sounds
is
cute,
crazy.
low key.
It is.
So
I would
I'm
definitely do it
assuming
again.
that's not in every state. Is it like limited? Because that seems like a lot.
I did see it at an AMC, so I'm sure the AMC's, they got them in multiple places. The 40X, you know.
I'm gonna have to look this up. Yeah,
but
that sounds cool.
I love the all the content that people are making, like especially the like rappers and shit that have little kids. When they get dressed up with like Spider-Man gear on and take their kids to the movie.
Yes.
I love that.
Cute.
I want to do one myself, but I don't want to just do it. I feel like that's corny. I would have to be hired by like Marvel or Spider-Man. You know how they do the little poster deals and shit. I want to do that kind of stuff. So if you work in them kind of movies and shit, I want to do that.
Dustin, I want to do that.
I put on a Spider-Man sweatshirt and get a bucket of popcorn and smile. I would do that. So I want to do that.
That'd be cute. Yeah.
That would be cute.
I actually want to see Spider-Man. That's on my list.
You be watching the franchise, friend?
Who wants to see Spider-Man?
It's I really do. I think I've seen them, which is weird because I'm not that person necessarily, but I like the Spider-Man movies.
You enjoyed it.
Maybe it's just because Zendaya's in them, but it's just cute to me.
She makes anything cool.
She's
about to play somebody too in a movie. Who was it? The girl that sings Be My Baby or whatever, I think it was. But she's going to play like an embattled singer in this relationship back in like the 50s and shit. It's coming out.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. And I think Barry Jenkins is doing. Let me hold on.
Well, her and Tom Holland are having a fabulous summer.
And I love it for them. I love that for them.
Summer. What?
And I owe it all to you.
I love that.
That's a duo right there. Dude, they don't even do that like that no more. Is it just them? Like who out there popping out like them?
No one, literally.
That's crazy.
Yes. So here we go. Be My Baby is the name of the movie. It's an upcoming A24 biographical drama starring Zendaya as 1960s music icon and Ronettes frontwoman Ronnie Spector. And the film will be directed by Oscar winner Barry Jenkins. And focuses specifically on Spector's turbulent relationship with producer Phil Spector rather than a conventional life story. So I think we on to some Zendaya. I feel like there's an Oscar loading for her.
I mean, A24 and Barry Jenkins.
Yeah, how can we go wrong?
Man,
and Zendaya.
And Zendaya.
Like, what the fuck?
All right.
Like that. And who don't like that song? Be my little
baby.
You better sing. I just wanted you to sing, friend. Be my baby now.
I don't know why that activated. Come on, be my baby tonight.
That's where I went the first time.
You
That's
know
where
what?
I went.
My brain activated both.
Happy birthday to his son. David Otunga and
Oh,
Jennifer
wow.
Hudson's son turned 17 today. I saw it on
Happy
Instagram.
birthday.
I remember her being pregnant in a black and white striped shirt. In the picture, y'all remember that picture? She was pregnant. I remember that. And that child is 17 years old. Shout out to Jennifer Hudson and David.
Lord.
David, come on, be my... Wait, that's not him. That's
I was
It's
gonna
not.
say.
I was like,
in my
I
head,
didn't
I was
know
like,
that
they were
wait.
together.
I didn't realize
They was
that
both
was
reality
her
shows.
husband.
Never mind.
I was gonna say I didn't know that they was together.
That's a different David. My bad. But anyway, happy birthday to Jennifer Hudson's son.
Happy birthday! I was gonna say congrats on that kid.
All right, I know. Punk looking
I
at me
was
like,
sitting here
Yes,
doing that
that's
gif
what
for
I couldn't
all
remember which
the-
one it was.
You know when the person was deciphering
Well,
the codes,
David,
I was like,
shit.
is that was wait.
it made sense to me at the time. So
I mean, it could have made sense.
But
'cause,
happy
like,
birthday, David Otunga Jr.
They got a similar build. You
And
know?
No,
name.
literally that it's still a random pairing. If you want me to be honest,
And they do have a similar muscular
Yeah.
black man in a white I live in Arizona ass build. They do. They do. They both look like black men in white cities like Phoenix.
Black man.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God, I needed that.
Happy birthday.
Y'all crazy.
Happy birthday, Beyonce.
So for the movies, yeah, I saw that in 48. For the last good movie, the last good movie that I saw, and since we talking about movies in theaters, I'm glad I didn't see this movie in the theaters because I feel like we talked about this on the show before. The Long Walk. Have y'all heard of this movie?
I saw the trailer when I was in theaters, and I was like, so the whole movie is about people walking? Okay.
Is Jill Scott in it?
No, she was not invited, and thank
Not
God she would.
interested.
Or she probably was given the invite. And was like hell to the no, because after seeing it, I would not look. You're
While they're
here.
walking.
Look, I'm not.
Oh, yeah.
No, so the Long Walk.
Yeah.
When they were
friend.
doing the screenings in theaters, apparently they had the treadmills and you had to walk while you were watching.
What?
the movie.
Wait. Now hold on. Hold on.
What kind of
What
orange theory
theaters-
ass movie is this?
Wait, there's a theater with treadmills and you walked while you watched the movie? You're
I
kidding.
mean,
See,
good
this is what
idea,
I'm
though,
saying. I would have
low-key.
thought it was AI.
Good idea, low key.
The Long Walk Treadmill Challenge. For the promotional release, The Long Walk, Lionsgate hosted an extreme endurance screening in Los Angeles. They
I
invited
like this.
Of course, it was
invited
in
guests.
LA.
I mean,
Right.
honestly, like, as inconvenient as this is, I do want to get healthy. So it's like, if I had to walk to and watch a movie, it's like, there's something to this on a
That
different
shit
note.
is 2 hours though.
I know that. Now that
I mean,
it
but I
depends
guess
on the
that's fine
speed.
because if you're doing your 10,000 steps.
That's what I'm saying. If it's walking and you distracted watching TV and niggas need to start losing anyway, because go to the movies, get popcorn, big ass popcorn, big soda, go to the movies and walk. I was like,
And
I
you gotta
do
get
need
cute.
to-
You gotta put on some fly shit for this. I would have wore like some rude basketball shorts with
You
a
are
t-shirt and like
so-
some Prada America's cups. Yup. And then you have like a nice tumbler, Stanley cup or whatever. That's what you take. And a headband. That's what you wear to do
The
this. I
headband
love
is
this.
illin'.
And
Yeah.
look, that's good. Look, good
Brand,
promotional
yup.
gear to
Get
give
our
out for
pictures.
people that want to volunteer to do it. Anyway,
Popcorn.
they invited guests and influencers to watch this movie. The movie was an hour and 48 minutes while the
Nice.
people walked on treadmills. They were required to maintain a pace above 3 miles per hour
Oh,
or,
hell.
3.0.
or be escorted out.
Oh, wait, are you serious?
Or you can get the fuck out.
Now that's actually really funny marketing.
That's great.
funny.
And it's great marketing, but it's also because of the movie. So the movie
Right,
is based
that's
on
what I'm saying.
the
'cause I know
Stephen
that's the whole
King.
point.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but the movie was crazy, and I don't want to spoil the movie. But
Spoil it. This your damn
No,
show.
the movie was. The movie.
It's horror.
Okay, so
you
first of
saw
all,
it?
it's.
Asante?
I watched it, friend. I watched
Where,
it
in
in
the theater or at
theaters or at
home?
home?
at home. I literally like last week on HBO Max. I was like, this is on HBO Max.
I'd be more scary watching a scary movie at home than I will in
Well,
the
yes,
theater.
because you feel like
I
someone
don't
can come
want
get
them
you in the house.
anywhere.
Yeah,
Like you,
me too,
the movie
friend. I
is
can't watch
promoting
a
like.
thriller video still.
You know,
Oh
how,
my God.
you know how everyone been talking about that movie Obsession, and it's like breaking all kinds of records.
Mhm.
So I don't do horror, but I was like, damn, people really fucking with this movie. So we were like,
Let's see.
Fuck it. Let's just see. We turned it on.
Is it turned off? Turn off.
Yeah, no, we didn't make it. I was like, no.
How long?
I love
in?
suspense.
Maybe
like
like
suspense.
30 minutes. I was like, okay, enough.
After
enough.
30-minute mark. Oh God.
Done.
You made it deep in there.
I
though.
tried.
I ain't gonna lie.
I just can't do it.
Well, what made you abort?
Just the end. Like, I just don't want to feel that way. You know what I mean? Like, why am I sitting here making myself feel that way? That's
is
the part
it gory and bloody, or is
all
it like
of it? It's like psychological.
Okay.
It's gory. It's murderous. It's just no. I'm good. I don't do horror. I just have to accept that it's not me.
Well, The Long Walk, it was like so the premise of it is there's like this government sanctioned walking competition, and you have to walk until there's the last person standing. And what that means is once you get tired, you get shot. So all throughout this movie,
crazy.
It's literally the camera crew following the actors walking and like for miles on hour or for miles on end. I think they totaled out how many miles they walked, and I forgot what they said the number was. But the movie,
you know who
was
I would
crazy.
have went with if I was in LA for that?
Who?
Our girl Wheezy. I would have called Wheezy for that.
Wheezy?
Like, girl, I'd be like, girl, you want to go to this? I would have asked Wheezy. Yep.
I could see her too.
Yep.
After
She would have been
40X,
fine at something like this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
After 40X, if I was walking on that treadmill and they would have like been playing the gunshots or like, a gust of air past my ear when something was happening or something, I would not have been able to do it.
That's just too much coordinating. Like, I'm trying to watch the movie, but also monitor my pace. Like, I don't know if I could do both. It would take me out of it. But you know who the lead actor, who's the new Black Panther?
This is my
right?
segue. Go ahead.
I love him.
Yes.
I watched him in what's
Industry?
that Industry. Thank you. I was like, that finance show. Love him on Industry. He was great in that. There's something else. Oh, I watched this movie of his. It's like him and a girl. It's like a UK kind of rom-com. It has name. It's like two names, whatever their names were. I didn't
Queen and Slim.
No. I didn't really love that movie, but I love him as an actor. I just think he makes.
Was it the West End?
No, it was like two names, like whatever the
Career in the
couple's
West End,
name was.
Kim and Croy.
One of those.
Not
Kim and Croy. But you get what I mean. Kim and Croy is great.
A trashy love story.
But yes, he's a really good actor. So I'm excited to see him get this opportunity.
Yes, that's actually part of the reason why I watched The Long Walk as well, because recently on July 25th at Comic-Con, Ryan Coogler
Invite us to that too. This is the show of shooting your shot. Invite the friend zone to Comic-Con. Pay us to come out there. We want to do it. It would be good for everybody involved. Invite us to Comic-Con.
Yes. Because of me watching this film, I was watching it because of the announcement that was made that David Johnson is going to be the new Black Panther. He's taking up the mantle of T'Challa, which is slated to be out in 2028, which is a whole thing.
We need some time. We need a little time.
We do need some time. And honestly, Black Panther was always a complex thing in itself for so many reasons, but we also didn't want the franchise to die. And people already had their opinions about the Black Panther being a woman. So there's a bunch of different things here.
What
Either
woman
which
do you
way
think could play Black Panther?
Well, no, because the sister took on Shuri.
Alicia, what's her name?
Leslie.
She dope. Shuri,
the actress. Yeah.
What is
who
her
else
name?
could do it? I think Nene could do it. Black Panther
but aren't
Letitia
these like,
Wright.
Letitia, thank you. I kept saying Felicia. I knew it was something with Aisha. But isn't this like multiverse things too, where different people can play Black Panther? Isn't that my understanding of how that works?
Asante, that's a you question for sure.
I don't know.
Look, and here's my honest answer. Unfortunately, I did not nerd out enough and get into the Black Panther franchise as a whole. So it's like I don't actually know, and I haven't followed the Marvel calendar in years. Now, let me explain what that means, right? Because that was a perfect me question. Marvel, they drop these movies and they drop movie series, animated series. They drop these in phases, and so there's always like a superhero movie that also includes cameos from other superheroes or villains or storyline plot lines that show up in their other offspring that happen later. All that to say, like an example, Iron Man. Iron Man had his movie. Well, the Robert Downey Jr. version, and then the Avengers happened, which was a culmination of a bunch of the different ones, and then Spider-Man, the new Spider-Man came out of that one, Tom Holland. Because Tom Holland's Spider-Man picks up off of him being in one of the Avengers movies, which I was like, oh, this is so cool. Like, we've established a Spider-Man here, and now we have one. But I always hated that we're doing another Spider-Man. So when that conversation first came up of why didn't Donald Glover get Spider-Man? And it was Tom Holland, it was like, all right, this sucks, but here we are. So this thing of representation always comes up. But yes, Black Panther is just complex for a myriad of reasons. Regardless, I want to see David Johnson, because he's been announced and slated as this Black Panther that's going to be released in December 2028. I'm just curious and infatuated to see what that's going to look like. So
wait, so it's not Shuri?
No, Shuri is not the Black Panther in this one.
Oh,
but again, I'm not familiar enough with the story to know what this next story is. Like, I think in the first one, it ended, there was like a baby that T'Challa had with, I can't remember the girl name.
Angela Bassett. Oh, no, that was his mama. Right. Ramona? What was her name? Ramona?
Not you just throwing names out.
You are killing me.
What was her
today.
name? Because then she was about to win an Oscar for that shit.
Because I hate that even to hear her name, all I want to say is Angela Bassett did the thing.
Queen Ramona. Wasn't that her name? What was Angela Bassett? Oh, it's for real. Tell you, what was Angela Bassett's name?
I know. Hold on. Give me 1 second to try
Regina.
It could not have been Ramona.
It was definitely not Ramona. And I
Regina?
Stop saying it.
Rolanda.
You're making me... Okay. The Black Panther franchise.
Ramona.
Letitia, Angela.
What's her name? Regina, right?
Stop saying that. Give me
Rosalind. It starts with an R. Queen Rosalind. Queen.
Why won't it just show it to me?
Was it Roz? It was something with an R. Queen Ramona, I believe.
Queen Ramonda.
Ramonda.
You were close.
Mm-hmm. You were close. I will give you that.
I knew it was Gina. I knew it was somewhere in Roz.
All he was missing was the D, which is crazy. Because you from... No. So yes, the Black Panther story is continuing, and I do want to see it. I just hate when these movies are they're announced so far in advance, because as we just saw, this was a great win for Black people, but we just also took a great L for not Black people, but Blade fans, because Mahershala just announced that he ain't been doing nothing with Marvel, so he's not going to be continuing the project, because basically Marvel ain't did nothing with him. So Mahershala, he was announced.
And he's a hot commodity.
I love him.
So,
I mean, when you say hot commodity,
I'm mad at him.
I feel like we had been asking at one point, like, damn, where has Mahershala been? And
I knew he was cooking.
A part of it was he was under this Marvel contract, so he wasn't cooking as much as he
could be.
Yeah, and he was mad about that.
Up.
That
Locking
is
him
fucked
in
up.
Wasting so much of his time.
Like, not even just like 2-3 years, like 7-8 years.
Oh, hell no.
Hell no. I think he was announced back in like 2019. So that's why it's like, y'all, I want
So
to...
what did he say? So has the contract expired? Like, how is he legally able to do this, Tay?
And he's in that new movie coming out. What is it? My Mother.
Still Magnolias.
Like
See, because you do things like that, it makes us hard to believe you when you say other things. But even remember when we were talking about the movie Sinners, a lot of the costumes and set, like those designs were sold from the Blade project to Ryan Coogler. So it was like that project, and Mahershala had been training. Like
he went to TJ Maxx. Where he go?
But for Hollywood,
he went to TJ Maxx and got the shit.
On Beverly, at the Beverly Center.
It was leftover type shit.
Not at the Beverly Center.
And this is so funny. I don't know if y'all even remember. Y'all probably don't remember. Actually, I just had a thought back in I was in high school. 2005, 6. Sticky
Damn,
Fingers.
We that much older than you?
No.
I was like, you was in high school.
Do y'all know Sticky Fingers? Y'all remember Sticky Fingers?
I had a job.
I don't want to say I do now. You got me feeling so old and antique.
Oh my God.
My bad. You look, I don't say nothing when we talking about the other stuff. Okay, don't do this to me. When y'all be like, yeah, I remember.
Damn.
Yeah, but it be recent stuff. You know,
sometimes.
This is, oh my God.
So yes, it was announced back in July 2019 that Mahershala was going to be played. That he was going to play Blade. Now he actually had approached them. It was like a passion project. Mahershala, he wanted this project, and we hadn't had Blade since Wesley Snipes, which was a great Blade. Wesley Snipes was such a great Blade.
Cynthia Erivo could do it.
To me.
I mean, you know what? I watched it again with these eyes now. And it wasn't the same experience. Well, but I understand how things age. Yeah, they still are classic.
It was definitely for the
We
time,
deserve to
right?
enjoy that.
Yeah.
When we did. You know, I don't feel shame about it.
Yeah. No, not at all.
Janelle James played Blade for the Halloween episode of Abbott Elementary.
Did happen.
Did she have the hair and everything?
Yes, and it was so fucking funny.
She is so damn funny.
So funny, man.
Oh, God.
Well, Mahershala, basically, he was spotted somewhere, and he'd been saying, like, they had been asking him, you know, about
where is that?
Yeah,
right.
And he basically kept saying, call Marvel, like, you know, ask them, like, I'm ready. Like, he'd been waiting.
I know
and
he
sitting
is
on his bench.
pissed.
That's way too much of his life as an actor.
Mahershala Ali, he has 2 Oscars, I believe.
He needs to play Patrick Ewing. Yeah, he has 2. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's 2. One for Moonlight and one for Green Book.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Jade got a Green Book dress. Did you ever see it?
What? What do you mean?
She got a dress with the girl with a bunch of pictures of the Green Book all over it. You ain't never seen it?
No.
She wore it she was doing something at an event or something. She wore it. She got a Green Book dress. Jade does.
So random.
Yeah.
I need to ask
I
her.
laughed so hard. I was like, Jade, you wearing what? She's like, it's a Green Book. I was like,
with her rice bag.
Yep, which is
Jade
fire.
So much.
But yeah, but she got a Green Book dress for real. I'm not even exaggerating.
Oh, I love her so much.
Mm-hmm. Well, Blade, they basically went through a bunch of different disasters because remember, this was announced in 2019. Y'all know COVID happened shortly after that, but even Marvel was still dropping.
Blade, he immune. He a superhero.
That's why it's like, yes, these things happen, but like y'all were still dropping. Even in 2021, there was a Marvel movie where at the end of that movie, there was cause y'all know with these movies, there's always like these Easter eggs, like, you know, at the end post-credit scene. Mahershala Ali's voice was in it as Blade, and so it was like a teaser because y'all know it announced in 2019. This happened in 2021. So we thinking like, okay, maybe Blade is coming 2023, 2025. It's 2026. We still don't have the Blade. So it's just like Blade just kept getting pushed until, you know, shit ain't been going down.
So did we find out how he was able to do this yet or no?
We don't know how he was able to do it, but he basically tweeted, if Marvel really wanted to make the movie, we'd have made it. I've moved on.
Damn.
So it's not even that he was dropped from the project or maybe that it's not happening, but maybe he's still at the point where he's just trying to be like, y'all bitches better hurry up for y'all.
It just hasn't been prioritized. Yeah.
Right.
Who do y'all want him to play in the movie?
You say what?
Who do y'all want him to play in the movie? Like if he's going to play somebody else in a big film, big biopic. Who do you want him to play?
Big biopic. I was going to say, I trust Mahershala's eye. Whatever script he chooses.
Patrick Ewing.
Patrick Ewing?
Give me a basketball movie and let him play Patrick Ewing. Yeah.
Well, he's so little.
Oh, he is, ain't he? Well, he seems big on Twitter.
I'm like, that would be kind of tough.
Okay, Boosie.
Do not do Mahershala.
He'll win an Oscar playing Boosie. Get on there and act ignorant.
No.
Action. He'll do that. Who else?
It's funny that you say that though, because part of the reason that Blade wasn't like happening is because they spent a lot of time on these scripts, and so apparently the script they just couldn't come together
right?
Yeah.
Well, good that they stopped it. Better than giving us a shitty movie.
Yeah, because the script has to have its own like strong story, but then it also has to fit somewhere within this Marvel universe. So it's like they have to either introduce characters or whatever. And so it's like when you have an actor like Mahershala, there's so much potential and possibility there. But then, you know, with writing, there are just other factors at play. Like, you know, what's the message?
Put Miss Pat in the writer's room. Put Miss Pat in the writer's room. Hell yeah. So he can say, you motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? When he talking his shit. Let Miss Pat get in there.
I wrote that.
Oh, Mahershala. But he's out, though. I seen he was promoting a new movie.
How tall is he?
He don't strike. Let me see. How tall is
Mahershala Ali? I know his name.
He is
6'2".
6'2".
Oh, okay. So he's not so small after all.
But not Patrick Ewing.
Patrick Ewing.
Damn, I didn't know Mahershala was 6'2".
Damn.
I did because his legs look long driving that car in the Green Book. I was like, this nigga is leggy. Like Dr. Jackie's
leggy
husband.
Is crazy.
Yeah. Steeled ass.
Yes. Mahershala.
We hope they get it together. And we hope
I do
you
hope they get it together.
Vans.
Black Panther was one of those movies where it's like we needed that at the time. And Blade is just one of those movies. Blade was something we thought we were going to get before Black Panther because we already had the Wesley Snipes. So it was like, all right, so like we're going to get a new Blade thing because we always get a new Spider-Man. So it was exciting when we had that Black Panther moment for a bunch of different reasons. Like people that weren't even movie nerds or comic nerds, for them to come out and, be like Wakanda forever, that was beautiful.
We were so excited that we wore Black Panther costumes from the 70s social action network. We wore berets and leather jackets. Did you get dressed up? We wore berets and leather jackets and held our fists up that first day in the movie. It was about Africa. We was all in there with black berets and shit on the Dead Homies. We went to Kips Bay, the AMC in Kips Bay.
Did you really?
Kips Bay. That's how excited we were for the moment. Niggas was dressing like Black Panthers and Africans. All in the movies. Yep. We didn't know. We was just happy to support and be a part of the theme.
Oh.
Well,
it's the truth. Kips Bay.
I love Kips Bay. I do want to say this. I saw the trailer for a movie that Mahershala has coming out next month. It's called Your Mother, Your Mother, Your Mother. And apparently
starring Dr. Heavenly.
Starring Mahershala Ali as a religious hitman navigating single parenthood in Houston.
This sounds great already.
The trailer is amazing. So I love him. I just think he makes everything great.
And it's funny because you see he a hitman. So that Blade training came in.
That's but the thing is, when I saw the trailer, I was like, oh yeah, this is his way to sort of get that off. Yeah. So I'm happy for him.
So if Marvel people watch that movie, directors or producers, whoever, they can literally look and be like, damn, this would have been a hard ass shot for him as Blade. But now he's going
eat your heart out, bitch.
So now they can watch it. And he said, your mother, your mother.
Your mother, your mother. Yep.
Oh, shout out to Mahershala Ali and shout out to Black people everywhere because it was actors like Wesley Snipes that paved the way so we could have things like an updated Blade with Mahershala Ali. So it's like, damn, I really, really want that. Like, I still want that. I don't know if they got to come to him with a whole bunch of money and be like, hey, not only will we take care of you for this movie, but whatever the next 2 projects you do, we'll compensate you for doing that, for wasting your time for the past few years. Something.
Well, I hope they negotiated a nasty kill fee in that Marvel contract so that if the movie doesn't happen, he walks away with a huge bag. That's a real thing.
And he should. They wasted a lot of his time. Yeah.
And it's funny because people talk about, or I've seen like actors talk about why they choose to do movies over TV shows or theater over, Hollywood. Like, I think it's so interesting to watch people move in their different dynamics, but I can see how timely movies can be if you're under a contract, even when you're not doing anything. It's like, oh, you can't say anything, you can't sign up for nothing. You really can't even be seen. It's just like, damn, I can't even walk a red carpet because like we gotta keep you fresh. People ain't supposed to know what you look like or what you're doing, or like, it's crazy. And
that's why Prince had us calling him the artist formerly known as Prince and put that slave shit on his face because he was locked in that contract. So see, they ain't gonna have me locked in that contract. That's right, Mahershala.
Yeah.
Well, I want to quickly touch back on a book that we previously read because there was a plot line in this book that brings me to this next and last piece of news. Okay, because I just want to talk about like movies as a whole, and this is a movie that is coming out as well. I wanted to talk about Black Panther first because that was a really good thing. And this last thing could be a good thing, but it's just like now there's controversy behind it. So it makes it kind of like,
What is it?
Well, before I give it to you, the callback that I want to quickly give you guys is 7 Days in June. I don't know if y'all remember the main character in 7 Days of June, and Patreon, shout out to Patreon. We read the 7 Days in June a while back. So
that was one of our first books.
Yeah. So some of this is a little foggy, but I just distinctly remember because the lead, Eva, Eva, the lead, she was an author, a writer. And not only was she a writer, she was a writer of a fantasy series. Like, 'cause remember she, it was like between like a vampire and a werewolf, and she was the vampire, and the nigga that she ended up being with by the end of the book was the werewolf. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. It was just funny because this was a book about a writer, and at one point in 7 Days of June, 7 Days in June.
7 Days in June, I think.
Yes,
yeah.
7 Days in June. Excuse me from the earlier.
Dustin, you're killing me, please.
I look at my bookshelf trying to remember.
Dustin, the real reason I remember 7 Days in June because that one started with her masturbating. It was just like, okay, girl, damn. Like
vaguely.
look, you're like,
he was like, I'm finding it.
Were they in New York?
Yes, in Brooklyn.
To look at my bookshelf.
Remember, because her child's dad was in California or something.
And the nigga that she wanted to be with, he was like a teacher or mentor or some shit.
Yeah.
Look, I'm sorry, Dustin. It wasn't a test. I promise. I'm gonna just skip. Okay. So the main character in 7 Days of June, there was a part of the book where she was having a meeting with someone because, again, she was a writer within this written work, and her written work was being turned into a film, and she was having a struggle with trying to find the right people because they wanted her to make changes to her film that would have involved changing the colors of some of her
bone
characters.
and blood. You about to talk about children, the bone and blood, because that lady is fucking pissed.
Oh my god,
she's fucking pissed.
Stop.
I know who you talking about. She said,
wait.
She said, don't ask me shit about that damn movie. It was the worst fucking experience I ever had, and I don't want nothing to do with it. I already know the story. Come on.
That sucks.
I'm actually glad that you know the story. I don't know.
She is convicted firmly.
This sucks. Okay, so for those of you that want to know the tea, I'm sure a lot of y'all already know the tea, but some of y'all probably younger and y'all know. Anyway, there's an author. Her name is Tomi Adeyemi. I'm actually familiar with this author because she's related to a rapper that I mention often, Toby Lou. But
how they related?
They related.
Okay,
cool.
That's sufficient.
Yeah.
Because I feel like someone had told me that on the show way back when, and I never went to verify. So that's why it's like, ooh.
Usually it's the last name. In this case, it's the first name.
But that's the artist name, so they could be brother and sister. So
and that could be the last name, and they use it as a first name.
Tomi Adeyemi and Toby Lou are siblings. AI has said
siblings.
Yes.
Right. Cool. Talented family.
Yes. Very talented, because Tomi Adeyemi, she's been writing for a myriad of years. One of her more popular works is Children of Blood and Bones.
Children of the Blood and Bones.
I've had that book for years on my shelf. I really need to get to it. I mean, especially now.
I thought it was a sequel to Bebe's Kids.
No,
this book is a fantasy book. It's rooted in West African and Yoruba-inspired mythology. Yes. And basically, it's being turned into a film now. And the author is who had previously been seen saying, go see the film. Oh, well, still saying, go see the film, oddly enough, but has previously been saying, been supporting this film, has now come out to say that they are not supporting this film. As Dustin said earlier, don't ask me shit about it.
She's fucking pissed.
Don't leave me out of it. I got a new book. Go read my new book.
That's what she said and shit I read.
What happened?
I don't know what happened.
I know this started with the casting, right?
Where
it was like,
somebody
what's her name?
So Amanda Steinberg?
Yes.
Because there ain't no I there. So I'm always like, and then there's the L there. So it's
Amanda, is it? Hi, Amanda. It's Amanda. It's Amanda.
Yeah, so Amanda Stenberg, she was cast in this film as the character Princess Amari. And Amari, her character in the book, which I have not read, so please excuse me, listeners or viewers. Amari's character apparently faces criticism and they take issue with Amari's skin color, which is notably darker than what Amandla has been casted at, or what they see Amandla as. The readers who have read this book.
Oh, I thought you was talking about the author. I was going to say, so are there so
pronouns? The author initially was saying, Amandla is exactly what I had in mind for this, yada, yada, yada. And it was like...
The author is she, her, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
We assume. But
you was throwing them days around, Asante.
Because they is the people. Sometimes they be the people. And sometimes she and he be the people.
So so she was happy about the Amandla casting?
Initially, there was like interviews of her, and she seemed like she was with it.
Yeah, me too, friend. Okay. I thought that's what this was all about.
I thought this was what got this rolling. I had no idea.
Apparently, there are different, and for those of you out there listening, there are a multitude of things happening because I noticed that people don't like Tommy initially already. So there are different things happening. Well, she's been quoted, and that's why I hate kind of putting out this part of the narrative. It's already a messy story, but they're trying to say that she's been touted as difficult to work with. I couldn't find the evidence to support that.
That's usually hard to listen to.
Exactly.
The fuck?
One of the things that I did find was
I experience it.
When she dropped Children of Blood and Bone, apparently later that year, damn, which author was it?
What, she had a beef with
Nora Roberts. The author Nora Roberts had dropped a book called Of Blood and Bone, and that dropped that same year. And so she was trying to say that, she stole my book. But Nora Roberts was like, girl, I've been here, I've been doing this thing, I've been stole from, so I don't be accusing me of that.
Is Nora Roberts black?
Nora Roberts has only been seen on on the back of the book cover for me in the bookstore, but she is a white woman, a redheaded white woman. Nice.
Well, so okay. So, and this is when people first started accusing her of being difficult to work with.
This was one of the only receipts that I saw people being like, "Oh, she." So after the Nora Roberts thing happened, Tommy actually came back and said, "Hey, y'all, Nora called me. She ain't steal my book. We good. Like that was amazing." And so then people were like, "Well, girl, why did you bring us into it, man? Like you said she stole, as if you knew that she stole. So she didn't steal, and now what?" Which it should be okay, cool, y'all cool, but at the same time, it's confusing.
Well, it should have been private. The
all
information
of this,
before
it's confidential in nature.
Because it's okay if you get presented with new information and now you're like, okay, I misunderstood, but why did you say something before finding?
That's the issue.
Maybe you should have read the book first.
Tommy.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what people be passionate about this shit, right? Mind you, Nora Roberts, she had been putting books out for so long. So she was just that's why she was I've been stolen from, and literally offlined her. Was let me, didn't even know her. I guess was I got to get her contact, and called her, maybe DM'd her. And
but it'd be understandable to perk up a little bit if you drop in a book and someone that's damn near the same title in the same year. And then, and how many times have we heard this happen? So that's why
me personally, I would have hit Nora up girl, our books sound alike. Let's figure out a way to do a book tour together, something. I would have figured out a way to turn that. I'd have used her.
The marketing, especially if she's a bigger writer.
Tommy. No, I'm just playing because I don't want her blood and bones coming after me.
Please. It's basically, and
her brother gonna make a diss track about me and shit.
Oh no.
So the thing about the Amandla thing, apparently, Amandla said that Tommy had given her the blessing for the casting. And
then she did that then.
So I don't know, but that's the thing. Tommy distancing herself from this, we don't know why.
No,
we don't know.
If I was Amanda.
Yeah, me either, because I would have already seen this coming.
You have to see
which
this
is
coming,
interesting,
girl.
because which is so interesting, right? Because let me take you back with.
I'm not mad at her for it. I didn't mean to cut you off, Dave. But I wouldn't have done it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think she was wrong for taking the opportunity. I just personally would have been I'm not doing that.
Mm-hmm.
My first
friend, you want to fight her?
The first time
you bitch, why would you take that motherfucking route?
The first time I saw Amandla, I was fighting for her because of the role that she took. People were telling her she wasn't supposed to take, but it was actually in text that it was a black character. So it was just like,
which role was it, Tay?
So in Hunger Games, in the first Hunger Games,
that's where I recognize her name from.
Yep, in the first Hunger Games, Katniss, not Katniss. Let me not get in the character's name. Amanda's character was a beloved participant from a different district in the book, and this district was described as low-key being the black district. So it was like, okay.
Well, then she belong in there then.
No, legit. It was like, oh, I saw the people from this district, and of course they had they were beautiful and brown, but this little girl was a little bit lighter. Huh?
Was there a Martin Luther King?
So she was played Rue.
Rue was the name of her character. Yep.
Yeah.
From District 9.
That I don't see.
That's why I was like, it was because it was the black district. Gumbo. It was two niggas from the district. It was a black boy and a black girl, and it was black people with the black district. So I was like, Amanda's black. But white people initially, I don't know if they just didn't want the character to be black.
I'm sure that's what
because the character's story, it was an important story because the main character, she had this like, do I save myself or do I save this harmless little girl that's also part of this bullshit that we were both thrown in? And so she was trying to protect her, and this harmless little girl just happened to be black. And so it was like, well, we was already protecting her because she was black. And so the fact that this white woman decided to protect her too, that was powerful to us. Well, some of us. But some people didn't read it that way. Some people read, oh, this, girl wanted to protect this other girl. So, no, I'm talking about the white people that wanted Rue to be white. They were like, it was like a sisterly thing between white women or white girls. And it was like, no, that's not what it was. Child.
Write your own fucking show.
Because it's my own show that it was because of the black thing. Because it wasn't Rue saw, or it wasn't that she saw that she was a black girl. She just saw that she was a young girl. And it's like, damn, we both in this bullshit. And she was from the black district. So it was a black girl. And that's what I was like, So
black people get hungry too, and so we definitely play games.
You know what?
So
we love spades and dominoes, and Curb. You know what I'm saying? We love all those games. So fuck them people. Black people are involved. Literally. We have ownership in the Hunger Games too, bitch.
Absolutely.
And she's already been casted and was in it. So stay mad because there's nothing you can do.
And that's how it was written.
Yeah. And so with that,
racist.
I wonder what it was for Amanda to take, to your point of I wouldn't have taken this role. I wonder what was the thing that made her be like, okay, cool, or like, you know what, like great. Like, was it her and Tommy talked and she was like, yeah, girl, like I had you written in mind, or like, like this could work because XYZ. Like, I wonder what it was that made her be like, great.
Do we have a documented point in this timeline where there was a shift in Tommy's conversation around Amanda's casting?
See, like, I didn't make note of that because I didn't know that everybody was beefing like that. Because when I was on TikTok, TikTok is the reason that it was being broke down for me that apparently Tommy and Amanda were cool, but then Tommy at some point had fell out with Amanda and had blocked her on social media and had been tweeting her to keep her name out her mouth too. And it was just like,
oh my God,
these are things that happen, yes, but these are things that I don't really get into like that. So I was reading all this on the back end, like, this is crazy. Like, so am I supposed to go see the movie or not? And Tommy, she keeps saying like, I'm not doing that. Like, it sucks that this happened. Y'all should go see the movie. I don't care. But like, fuck everybody. And she's like, what?
She needs to shut up. Number one. Number two, because it is not contributing to her benefit in any way, the ways that she's communicating about her issue with this production, right?
Right.
And what is the issue?
I don't know, but to me, she needs to take a legal route.
Don't know.
To resolving it as opposed to venting on social media. Because now we're all sitting here confused about a movie that I don't know nothing about, no Children's of the Buds and the Bones. I don't know nothing about that, but I was excited because it was a black film that y'all had mentioned on the show in book form. And I was excited to see it adapted into a film. Now I'm completely confused on whether or not we should financially support this.
I know that's
is an artist
sucks.
Being exploited. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck we supposed to do with
Dustin,
this?
I'm gonna fuck your head up even more because did you see the trailer?
God, yes.
I just saw it. Yeah.
And I didn't like that they used. Well, let me be quiet because it's not my choice creatively.
We can even come back to that.
The sound.
Amanda Stenberg, Damson Idris, Cynthia Erivo, Viola Davis, Idris Elba.
This is something we
Regina
would rally
King.
behind.
It was just like name, face. It was like, whoa.
I'm a roll.
But
with
was
them.
it just me with the trailer? But it
did seem a little.
Yeah,
it was.
Did it seem like some corners were cut with like costume design and hair and Is
it
just
seemed
me?
unserious to me.
Yeah.
Well, it definitely gave that it's not like. Actually, never mind.
No, say
Never
that
mind.
shit. It's your show, man.
What,
I
big
was go- 'cause-
budget?
Yeah, it gave like I don't know if a bunch of people called in favors or what, but like some of the budget
Piecemeal.
went maybe to paying the actors more so than some of the other things. But again, we're seeing that was just from the trailer, so maybe hopefully. And again, I don't even know if I'm supposed to go see it, but like when we go see it, it'll be different and better. But it's just like I hate that when we talk about representation and wanting to get people's stories out there, we have this Black woman with this great story of children in blood and bone, which people have been talking about for years. And now we're going to see this film, but then the author or writer is like having these issues.
But what are her issues? Do you know what the issues are?
And then we can't figure out. She literally gets on TikTok or whatever live she be on, because I be seeing the clips, and she'll be like, you know, she won't say explicitly, like, I can't talk about that, but she'll be like, you know, things have happened, and
speaking
you know,
cryptically,
and they're still, very cryptic and dry and too
which I'm
bland.
sure legally she can't get into.
There definitely
detail,
has to
but
be
it's
some
like,
reason
girl,
for protection
then
for that.
don't
But
talk
also,
bring
it's
it
like,
up.
until
it's like
you
you need
talk
to
about
wait it out. You need to wait it out silently or wait it out by promoting other things. Like, just don't do this to me.
I
Yeah.
will say this. After watching the trailer, I felt like whoever edited the trailer or made some of the creative decisions, I won't say specifically which ones, it felt like they were intentionally trying to appeal to an Gen Z audience, and by including certain elements. And it fell flat on me. It did not, I don't know. I just wasn't impressed with the trailer. I wasn't.
Yeah.
It felt like when
'cause
somebody
I
who is
love
not a
Black
cool Black
fantasy
person
movie.
try to write a cool Black person scene.
Yeah.
That's what
I
it
get
felt
you.
like. Like somebody that went from the suburbs trying to write some of the scenes like we seen on Nemesis. I'll put a name on it. Where some of the dialogue was like, hey, bro said it's going to be down. Nah, G, we're not going to do that. Stay up. Like, people, stay up. Oh, all right.
Especially the
stay
cop.
up.
How they
Nobody
try to
talks
make him
like
so
that.
hard.
Stay up.
Yeah.
And so I felt that same tone and energy
That's so
from
real.
that was my takeaway from the Bloods and Bones trailers.
You know what's funny,
Yeah.
Dustin? I'm sure that there are like nerdy or like hardcore nerd people that would agree with you too and be like, yeah, that shit looked like. Because for me,
Yeah, I'm speaking for all of us. You know what I'm saying?
For me, I just felt like this is a cute, like, little taste. There are some things that I take taste issue with, but I'm excited, or I want it to
love
be.
the actors with all
That's-
of my
I
heart.
know.
But I
Such
hate
a
when movies are like that
studded
too,
cast.
because again, I personally, scream for fresh talent all the time, and not that I don't want to see, Regina King. We don't see some of
Viola
these people
Davis,
enough,
Regina King.
and them together. Like when we see a bunch of actors together like that, it's beautiful, right? So
Right.
when we just see certain things aren't positioning them as amazingly as we know them to be, it just is kind of like, damn.
And
like,
tell me you already didn't bother that lady about that book. I don't know, like, what's going on? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like, and you
I
need
don't
to
know.
speak up, piss or get off the pot. We need to know what it is that the gripe is. What's the legitimate gripe
Right.
that you
So
have?
we can. What
Yeah,
is protesting? Does she want us to protest? What is? I'm trying to understand
she's
what
been
the issue
vague
is.
about that, and we want to support her because if she was mishandled as
Right.
a creative, that's inappropriate.
Let us
and
know.
We speak out on behalf of shit like
because it's
that.
like we don't know if she's upset because she signed, like maybe she signed a bad deal,
But
or
girl, if
maybe
you just
she
pissed about something,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
and
who
even
know
if she
told
did-
me?
somebody might know. Tell me if you want to come on the show and talk, we can
Yeah,
talk.
speak your piece.
I ain't mad.
I'd love to
like
hear
I
it.
ain't, like we not mad at you, girl.
No,
just
we trying to figure out how to support you.
Yeah, because it's like,
Yeah.
look, and here's how you can support her. She has a new book coming out. Because that was another
I'm
thing that
scared
kept
to
happening
read
too.
that. You gonna be mad at Random House?
Well,
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know what to do now.
it's funny too because the book had threw me off, and y'all know I just started reading books, but the book, it has her face on the cover, but it's not about her, and it's a fiction. So I was like, what? Why are we doing this? But I would have to read the book, maybe, I guess, to connect it, or I don't know, maybe it don't connect. I just thought that was funny. Tell me Eddie and he's funny. I want to have a conversation with her. I do.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
definitely do.
I guess there was more detail. I thought there would be more detail around what the issue is. So this
I
is
want.
There's
I'll
no,
ask her,
like-
what the fuck is going on?
I promise you, friend. I was watching like video after video, waiting for like that the thing,
The-
and there was never
yeah.
like those like things. It was always just a bunch of like around it. You know, I'm not happy. You know, there are people doing things that they know that they shouldn't be doing, and it's just like
speak.
Well,
like who or what are the things? But it's like, again, it could be she's trying to protect herself in some form, and I'm not mad at that. But you can protect yourself even better by not putting videos up like that. Like it, or if you wanted to promote the book, you could have. And I know people wanted to hear her say something, so just be like, "Hey, I can't share what you guys want to hear or what I would like to share. All I can say is, you know, be patient, go support the movie or what, anything. I don't know, but saying that you ain't fucking with it, but still go support it, kind of fucks me up.
You need to help us out, sister. We trying to help you, sister.
Yeah,
but we don't know how.
I hate to end this on a bad note.
Yeah.
Oh. And I just
when do the bones hit when do all the bones fall out the closet?
When do the bones fall
it gotta be soon, right? Because I saw the trailer in theaters, I thought.
Yeah, the bones is rattling.
Or maybe it was Twitter.
Well, January 15th, 2027.
Oh, okay.
Shit. It's scheduled to release in theaters and IMAX then, but
a winter premiere. That red carpet fashion is gonna be crazy.
Since there is still time, I hope there's time to get like a professional grade put on it or something.
I'm coming in a skeleton outfit.
Or like a bear head on your chest.
Jay's seeing all the feedback and will make adjustments.
Yes, but I just wanted to have like
Asante, you so messy bringing this to the show.
It's messy, but it's all. Look, listeners, I know y'all seen some of this mess. Leave your comments and opinions down below.
Listen, I'm invested now. I'm
invested too,
but about this.
I also am like, I don't know what to do because even the whole exchange between her and Amanda, it was like,
what's up with that?
We didn't even know why
Amanda,
it happened.
You come on the show too. You got something to promote. Because we want to hear from everybody.
Because again, and maybe Tommy didn't actually agree with the color casting, and maybe she was trying to act like she was with it, and then maybe somebody or Amanda was asking for too much, and she was like, "No, bitch, that's too much," and that's when it just got kind of fucked up. Because sometimes the reason I brought up the book before, 7 Days in June, was because the author was having that struggle of, I'm successful enough because I've sold all these books. And now it's being turned into this movie. But this is the first time. It was like the third or fifth time she'd met with some people and they were trying to tell her to change the lead to, from a black woman to a white woman or, both the leads be white or something like that. And it was like, no, like I am a black woman and this love interest is clearly about my real life nigga and they both black. So
why you just do that?
Huh?
Why you just do that?
Just do what? Oh, because, again, it was about my nigga. Like I was being the author in the book talking about that, and it just felt like I felt like Eva was cunt, so Eva would have did this every now and then. It started off with checking off in the bed. Yeah, method podcasting. Shout out to you, gated community. Y'all got to see that. So yeah, I just felt like that struggle is real, and maybe that is part of it. But again, friend, there was never an actual like. Clear. No, Amanda shouldn't have been here. It was Amanda's cool. And then
so
it was
who wrong.
Now blocked Amanda. Tommy is wrong for just sharing this because it's like like if Amanda would have shared them texts, then we would have known. If somebody else would have shared that this was going on, then we would have known. But these are things coming from Tommy, so that's why it's like I don't want to call her difficult, but it's like, girl, you putting your business out there.
I feel like doing like this with her right now, like Tommy. What is going?
Let's go.
What do you want from us?
Let's go grab a coffee, a matcha, or whatever, girl, and just kick it. I just don't.
What did they do to you?
Because people talked about Children of Blood and Bone, and it's a series. I think there's 2?
Oh shoot! Damn.
They should put
I think there's a sequel book. I'm not entirely sure. Hopefully, I ain't make that up.
Who's playing the children?
You don't know. Say, I see.
Eris.
Just please.
No one I recognized.
Put Eris and Jabria in.
I knew he was gonna get here, and I just feel like every time we go to Eris, you just curse us out. So I just try to stay away.
Well, y'all was wrong for how y'all didn't support her. Y'all trying to Tommy her ass.
But you're right, Dustin, because that representation matters. Like seeing old girl from How to Get Away with Murder back on the screen and Eris, it was just like, okay, yes, we support the sisters. And then I didn't support the sisters. No, you're right. I'm trying to take accountability. You're right. I did not support the sisters the way that I'd be supporting the sisters. You are absolutely right.
The little sister.
We supported Keke Palmer. And you do the Keke Palmer.
And look at how we made out for it.
Well,
and they got renewed. Ain't that a bitch?
I was about to say
Grosse Pointe Garden Society went away, but what's it called?
You know, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it.
The
I fucked
hood.
with the white
What's
people.
It called? The burbs.
I fucked with the white people on the burbs
hood.
more than the Garden Society. I did. I'm sorry. I just fucked with the white people more. I did.
You're hurting Eris.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Eris.
You know you're not, and you're in it.
I apologize. I try to take accountability and apologize. Anyway, there's been a lot of things happening throughout this episode. I didn't want to title it Changing Races, but it just felt like a race because it was a race to get another Black Panther. It was a race to get another Blade, which we're not going to get anymore. It was a race to get to this Children, Blood, and Bone story because why the fuck is Tommy doing all this? But yeah, I don't know why Changing Races was
We
just
need
on my head.
Jocelyn Hernandez for Tommy. What you talking about? What you talking about? What you talking about?
But I think a lot of this comes down to, or a lot of this brought me back to this last question, and I will leave you all with this and we can close this segment. Are we asking Hollywood merely to put Black faces on screen, or do we actually want them to protect something about Black identity when those faces get there? From the Black Panther, because a lot of people did not want to see a new one. After Chadwick, they were like, that's the one, we got to leave it there. And it was just like, hold on, Black people. Yes, we want to be seen. Yes, we want to have these stories, but we also don't want to kill a plot line. So that was another reason I was just so happy and thankful for, David, the announcement for him to play the new Black Panther. And I still want to kick Hollywood's ass because y'all fumbling this Blade. We need this. I need this. And Tommy, I would just love some answers from you on what to do.
So what's the question again? Are you asking us to answer that?
No. Just,
okay.
That's just the question that I kept coming back to,
for the people.
It's
Got it.
For the people, because it's like
okay, well.
When I look at Hollywood and I'm like, how can y'all help? Again, this is not a test. This is the friend zone. This is not class. We are not in session. As a matter of fact, we are about to be out of session because that was it for the hot button session.
Right.
And that means that is it for us. Let's jump into this week's segments. This week in wellness. So this is why I was telling you, Dustin, that your intro was aligned with my wellness segment this week. So I told y'all that when I was in New York, I stopped by one of my childhood friends' parents' house, and her mother had a wonderful garden in the Bronx. She walked me through all the things she was growing. She had squash and cucumbers, grapes, all kinds of herbs and spices. It's just impressive. A pineapple, she's growing everything. And so she had given me a ton of seeds. And so I was kind of doing research, and then me being me, I started watching other people that are growing food on YouTube, but specifically like Black families, Black and brown families on YouTube. And the algorithm is aggressive.
Yeah,
you
very
watch
much so.
1-2 videos now and your entire feed will be that one topic. But the good thing, normally I hate that because it's just like OD. Like, I just want to watch one video. You didn't have to change my whole shit. Mm-hmm. But this was perfect because it opened me up to an entire world of Black creatives that have been gardening. My favorite thing is that it's all ages. There's so many like grandmas, which I think is so damn cute because they're like in their backyard filming themselves. And you know how they're going to film themselves, like the angles.
Like Eating Good with Freddie Jean.
Right.
Love her, yes.
And I just love that they're putting themselves out there like that. This to me is such valuable information to get it. Because, you can Google it. You can get some books. You could even take some classes.
I'd rather her tell me.
It just hits a little different to get it passed down, all their tips and hacks and things that they learned from their grandparents and their grandparents. And I just think that is so precious.
Yeah.
But it started with a family that popped up for me called Growing Lunch.
Okay.
Beautiful Black family. They're out in North Texas. And it was the husband and the wife, and they were showing what 5 crops you can actually start planting now in August, and showing you how to get it started from like these little seed starters, like the little mini containers.
Yep.
You put in the seeds. He was showing you everything, what kind of soil to get, where to get the containers from, how deep you have to put the seed in, how to keep the soil moist without, overwatering, how quickly each crop will take. He was telling you, right now you can do seedlings for carrots and beets and lettuce and kale. He's talking about arugula. And I just was sitting there like, this is what I felt had been missing from that scene, where either the people just didn't have, they didn't captivate you, or they didn't give you enough detail. They had been gardening and farming for so long that they forget the person that's just coming into it. Like, okay, but how do I start? Yeah. So I love that they consider that in all of their videos. With them, I love them because they give so much detail. They walk you through everything from starting the seed to harvesting their crops. It's all in their backyard. They had another one. This is Uncle. He's like an unk. It's called Gardening with Bear Brown.
Okay. Yeah.
The fact his name is Bear Brown. I love that. He teaches you a lot about soil, because he was showing you that when you get the potting mix, like if you're going to grow things in containers,
you have to season that. You have to put a little seasoning salt and onion powder in there.
Salt. He was showing that a lot of times they fill it up with wood chips.
Yeah.
To make it, I guess, a sturdier bag. But you have to try to kind of, I guess, strain it in a way, like strain the soil to get the wood chips out so that it doesn't interfere with germination. Yeah. So just these tips that are just like, I'm so sucked in, and I love that it's like elders, but there's also young Black families that are figuring it out. I saw one family, they're called the Foraging Family Homestead, and it's a young Black family out in the mountains of Alabama.
Wow. Okay.
Okay. And they have 12 acres. That is amazing. They live there with her parents. So it's like a multi-generational farming homestead. The girl her name is like Ariel. They have 3 kids. Like I said, they live with their parents. I like her videos because she talks a lot about like extreme heat. Obviously being out in Alabama, how do you deal with crops with this heat that just kind of zaps them of all their life source? She talks about wildlife and critters, systems that you can create to keep the harmony of your gardening and your farming, but also being in relationship with the wildlife around you, right? Because we're not trying to harm them, but also you want to protect their crops. And I think that's a good conversation. And then another one was a Gardener's Journey Homestead. There's a lady named Barbara. She's from Tennessee, and she teaches you a lot of, because, we all live in different zones. So you can grow things differently depending on like the sun and the climate. And so she walks you through your zone, talks to you about your zone, what you can grow, when you can grow it. Zone 6. You know what? But
I'm sorry. I can't wait to watch, for real.
I just think it's so awesome. There's a lady too that popped up for me called Playing in Dirt. I love that name. And she's in Georgia. This is a cool thing too. You have Georgia, you have Alabama, Tennessee, Virginia. Her name is Fleur, and she actually doesn't have, right? She doesn't have a backyard. She doesn't have land. She just has a patio. And so she buys the big containers, and they also have grow bags, and just teaches you, if you have limited space, here are all the things you can absolutely still grow. And honestly, it was so impressive to me because she has a patio, y'all, which most people can relate to. And she gave a tour. That's a video that popped up for me of hers. Y'all, she was growing eggplant, tomato, squash, sweet potatoes, beans, okra, like 4 different varieties of peppers, cucumbers, all in her patio.
Damn.
Things that we use on
a literal secret garden.
Right.
Amazing. And then there's also a cute I want y'all to also check out the Prolific Family Stead. This is another beautiful young Black family. I like them because they have a lot of energy while they're walking through, especially the husband. They're a Black family out in Georgia. It's like a married couple and their 3 babies.
The Prolific Stand. Okay.
The Prolific Family Stead.
Okay,
yeah. And obviously all these channels that I'm mentioning, I'm going to leave them below so that you can find them and click them and support them, especially if you're someone that's interested in starting your journey. I think when you hear things about Taylor farms and just, you know, how our government administration is cutting corners. This should really push us to start leaning on these people who have been doing this, the elders who are passing on ways that we can continue it. And the fact that you can do it on your patio. I mean, some people don't even have a patio. One girl just had like a very small terrace, but she just agreed to use the space for all the grow bags and containers. Like, she don't be out there chilling. She's out there growing food. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's so impressive because it's food.
Yeah.
Like, we're talking about food.
On my shit.
Yeah. You know how much money you
admire
save?
the sacrifice, you know?
One lady pulled out so many potatoes from one bag.
You literally got everything you need right at home.
I'll be out there like Shirley Caesar. Greens, beans, potatoes, tomato, ham.
And she was saying, and she was like, this is important for her and her family. You know, like, this is their food. This is their harvested potatoes. This is the lettuce that they use. Imagine being able to just pop into your terrace or your backyard and just grab the herb that you need, cut up your little cucumber, get your sweet potato, you know, like, goals. And then the video,
my ass off.
Man, what? That food be so good all the time.
And when I went to my
tomatoes by me.
Man, what?
And when I went to my friend's mom's house, it was just so cool to see her with her little basket, and she grabbed what she was going to use for that week, you know, for the meals that she was preparing. And I was like, this is so beautiful. This is goals. And she doesn't have a massive space either. It's like a very typical backyard in the Bronx, you know,
but the amount,
the amount of shit she's growing. The video I saw from the Prolific family stead that got me was he was showing you how to grow sweet potatoes. And he was teaching about this thing that's called sweet potato slips. I didn't know what that was when he was saying it. He was like, I'm gonna show you how to do the slips. But I looked it up. It's a
little piece of paper they give you in the potatoes gay.
You know what? As soon as you did this with your hand.
It's MX potato head. Yeah.
So the slips apparently are the small rooted sprout or vine cutting, right? That you get when your sweet potatoes that you buy are maturing. You know how sometimes you'll see the roots start coming out or sprouting if you haven't used them in time, especially with potatoes. Slip. Right. So that's the slip. That's what you use. And he said from that slip, you can grow thousands of potatoes. And I have seen the people use that, and they'll have the grow bags, you know, like the little grow bags. One lady showed she had like 6 or 7 of those small red potatoes that I love. And even the russet potatoes and the Yukon, she had like 6 or 7 in each bag. 6 or 7, like
6, 7.
And you don't even have to do much. It's like you plant it and keep it moving. Just make sure you keep the soil moisturized.
It's fucking delicious and safe from the Taylor Farms bullshit.
That's what I'm like. This is something I know people kind of like fantasize about growing food, and a lot of people romanticize that lifestyle. Yeah, but I think it's like we have to kind of get that trip out the group chat vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like let's actually. Like, I'm excited. I told my friend's mom, like, you single-handedly pushed me in ways that I needed, just for us sitting there and eating a meal based on her backyard garden. So I'm excited to start my little seedlings based on a lot of the knowledge I've gotten from these channels in particular about what crops you can start growing right now.
Will anything be done by the time I get out there later this year?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, from what they explained.
Going out there today.
Yeah. I'm actually going to the Portland nursery this week just to get more information on, you know, the seedling starters, the type of soil. My friend's mom was like, just go to a farm and ask them if you could get some of the horse shit, like the horse manure, make your own fertilizer. She was like 50% of the shit, 50% of the soil. So, you know, just trying to learn. Wow. And just start making that healthy soil. That's the part that's edgy for you.
I can't do it. I can't.
When I say I need to be suited up, like,
because I can't deal with the shit.
A full hazmat suit, and I need like a constant like
horse manure.
I need constant
feel like Summer and Dolly on baddies
in my damn suit while I'm.
Or
doing
you
that.
could do like what's his name? Where they was using their own shit. Remember to grow their
Nature
crops.
Boy.
Nature Boy. I would say Brother Nature, and that was.
But it made him go crazy. I think that's what was wrong with all them people. They was eating that shit food. Them shit tomatoes and shit, shittermelon, all the shit that they was growing in the backyard.
But I know people who their toilets, right? They don't use traditional water systems. They use a sawdust system where basically you shit into, let's say, a bucket, and then you cover it with sawdust because sawdust is an odor eater. And then they take that bucket with your shit and you put it in compost. And then, after you get that compost after some time, and that's what you use with your land and your fertilizer and all that. So it's common practice.
I'm like,
remember what? But how would you feel about that? Going to your friend's farm, eating their food, knowing that they shit. Yeah,
I'm not doing it. I'm not gonna eat that. I'm actually not gonna eat in their house.
I know we eating all kind of people and things,
but we don't know about it.
Right? You just rather not. Okay.
We don't know about it. I'm not making a choice to do that. You know what I mean? It's happenstance. But to willfully say, "Hey, friend, I know that you."
So when
y'all
come to my house and see the sawdust,
well, I know you ain't doing that.
And then you gonna eat my pickles.
You ain't doing that. Fran is flushing the toilet. Please believe that ain't even her. She don't even get down like that. She respects it, but she ain't doing no shit like that. And her partner definitely ain't doing no shit like that.
You should see his face the day that Maya was talking to him about how the toilet works. He was just like trying to be supportive. He was trying so hard to be supportive. He was like, wow, man.
See? That's why I'm comfortable knowing that things won't go too far in Fran's house. I already know they won't. Like, she's fine. Let her explore. She just want to be knowledgeable.
I do. I think my goal is to be that older person that people are like, oh, we could pop through Fran's farm and get some eggs, or some herbs, or come get your lettuce. I want to be that community-centered service provider, where when shit like this is happening, literally and figuratively,
right?
You have that Black farmer that you can trust, that you can go get your produce from. Like I'm starting to think in that way, and just really want to get my knowledge up to be that person.
I think
that would be really cool.
You're not nasty. So like you just want to know that this is happening and understand the benefits, but you're not gonna go. I feel 100% confident declaring this. You nor your household, anyone, is going to take the step to shit in buckets of sawdust and or the backyard. You're not going to have shit contact. You're not going to have shit contact.
The more traditional way. Yeah.
You ain't doing this horse manure shit either. You're going to buy fertilizer.
I'll do the natural way for sure. If it makes more sense, like if it's cost effective, if it's healthy. Because you know what? When you go shopping too for the fertilizer, it's a lot of the same shit that we're dealing with the food. It's like, what person prepared this? What's their intention with the type of soil that they want you to use?
What shit some animals?
What shit dispensary did they go to?
The shit dispensary.
So
that's why I want to do some. I want to do proper research about who I'm getting what from and why.
Maybe when I come out there, we can do some content making fertilizer.
You can come with me to a farm and we'll go get some horse shit. Oh, that would be classic with you.
And I'll react. I'll do that. I will do that.
I want to pull up for that.
You have to.
Like the time.
Classic. That's the time. That would actually be really classic, and I would love that. So I'm going to get started.
You get the shit lined up.
Because we have garden beds. Line that shit up. Line that shit up, friend. Line that shit up.
We have garden beds in our backyard, but they were already full of what the previous, or not previous,
got to toss all of that.
Right. Yeah. So I talked to them and they were totally okay with us resetting it to.
You got to do it with some soul.
Yeah, because the things that they were growing weren't necessarily things that we were interested in. So like artichoke, no shade.
And watercress. And water chestnuts.
When you said that.
So we gonna grow some lettuce. We gonna grow some tomatoes,
collards.
Okay.
And that bit mustard greens.
Right. I'm gonna start. I want to grow some beets. I want to grow. So I'm gonna do more research.
You got the beets. You got the beets. You got the beets.
So you know what, too? I will, once I get started, maybe what I'll do too when I'm creating the seedling and starters, I'll film that for Patreon.
You should, definitely.
Right? Which I think would be really cool just in case anyone else needs a little nudge. Because I'm learning from literal scratch. And so whatever I share will be me learning from scratch. I'm sure a lot of you been gardening. A lot of y'all been farming. If y'all have advice, tips, hacks, anything you want to share, right? I'll definitely read that on the show. But yeah, I want to create a space, especially on Patreon, where we discuss this more and have space to like learn together with each other. So we'll see how that works out. But yeah, that's where my head is at. I wanted
Crystal's
to put that out.
to Friend's garden.
Right. I want to put that in your awareness in case you're also getting that nudge. And so I will put the links to all of these wonderful, literally I have 10 channels written down that I just felt were so fun.
I'm watching all of them. I can't wait to go in there.
Yo, and you know, a Black family gardening is just like the best combination. The way we talk about the crops, like it's just so good.
I love a purview into worlds like that are not similar to mine. Just things that I love and enjoy watching. I love people. Yeah. So this is right. You knew I was gonna watch this shit as soon as you brought it to the show.
No, and it's so interesting. And I'm also more than anything proud of these Black families, you know, that are doing the work
and rightfully taking up space.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. In a YouTube generation where a lot of it is about luxury and how much money, and you know, and it's like this is equally as valuable, if not more. And so I'm happy to create space for that. So, and a lot of channels are small. Like some of the aunties and the grandmas, they're only getting a couple hundred views, and that blows my
perfect time for us to get in there and stimulate that.
Because I'm like, this is so important, and I'm happy that we can kind of start leaning towards those sides of YouTube and supporting those aunties and those uncles and those grandmas and those Black families. And so I'll link all that below. And that's it for this week in wellness.
This week in music, give me that morning dew. All right. There's been a lot going on in music. We talked a little bit about some things last week. Beyonce had released Morning Dew Dunk not a while back, but recently. And even more recent, she dropped a remix with her husband. Jay-Z is on the Morning Dew Dunk. There was a remix pack that dropped, but this remix with Jay-Z is the one that is going everywhere. And that's where I went. I heard the remix and I loved it.
With the Sheck West beat.
Yep, with the Sheck West beat, which is crazy. Because Beyonce's so ghetto, she loves shit like that, but also could have been Jigga's decision, could have been mutual, but that's why they're married. We love the Carters. Haven't heard a good remix in a while, so this was a good remix because I already fucked with Dunk already, but
me too. I love
this was a nice. There was some
it's been
great
stuck in
moments,
my head,
right? Just
for years though. That's the crazy
and
part.
So for it to have come back up, it was like wow. But then for it to be remixed after that, it's like damn. Like what are we doing? So yeah, I enjoyed this remix. Dustin, did you have a chance to listen to the remix?
Of course I did. I loved it. Jay-Z did great.
I haven't heard
only part I wasn't too crazy about was he was saying whatever. My bitch is yours. Whatever he was saying. He was, I got a new mic on my bitch. Whatever. He kept repeating it. It's like a section of the song.
I caught a whole nigga hating
on my bitch. Yeah, whatever. I was like, okay.
Nigga hating on my wrist.
Yeah, it was just too lengthy. But other than that, like, I love it. And I love that Sheck West song anyway. What is it called? Mamba or some shit? Whatever. Whatever that Sheck West song is, I love it. Oh, right. Fuck. Shit. Bitch. Young Sheck West and I'm really, really rich. I love that song. It gets me excited in parties and stuff. So I've always loved that song.
Oh, yep. Mo Bamba?
Yeah, Mo Better Blues.
Mo Better Blues.
I'm over here talking about Black Mamba.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I didn't think about Luke James just now. Sorry.
But I love that song though, and so I like this remix. And I like the touch of she got a donk that they sampled or interpreted too. I like it.
Yep. Yes. I enjoyed, and I didn't just enjoy because it was Beyonce, and I didn't just enjoy Jay-Z because he's Beyonce's husband. I just enjoyed because everybody and everything came together amazingly. You know, some people are like, I guess I'll tolerate Jay-Z or whatever. I guess I'll listen because,
Which is crazy.
Beyonce has, Beyonce, or some Jay-Z fans like, I guess I'll listen to his Beyonce song because we can find
Are you
Jay-Z.
kidding
It's
me?
like, that's
what kind of Jay-Z or
together.
Beyonce fan are you if you hating on their spouse?
It made me feel like, oh my God, On the Run 3 could happen. But also, we still got Act 3 coming up. And speaking of Act 3, Megan Thee Stallion be playing.
She looks so good in that promo.
Megan Thee Stallion literally a day ago posted.
With the white hair.
Shout out to Kellen.
She posted herself backwards with a short white bob and her ass out, just in some fur boots, and all 4 shots are just her from the back. The first shot, the first pic literally says Act 3 on it, which is like, it just kind of fucks me up. It takes me places, you know. You just don't know, but all I know is the last shot says I'm back, and that's all I need to know. You know, Megan, she started off really strong. Then we had a little bit of bullshit happen there, but my girl is still here. Okay. She took the summer to recharge. She left the summer hot for the rest of y'all, and now she's back to take over the fall. So
nice.
I'm excited. I can't wait. Even though it's the Tina Snow Act 3 could be a bunch of different things, just as how it went from, wow, this could have been cool for On the Run 3, but Tina Snow has Act 3, and we're still waiting on Beyonce's Act 3. So crazy how things could come together. Anyway, last story that I'm going to share. Actually, not any story. A lot of music came out. Lil Uzi Vert dropped a new project. Future had dropped a project last month, but we didn't get to talk about it because we were on the break. Did you listen to Future's new project, Dustin? The Real Me?
It's a frog's ass, watertight.
Dustin, what are your thoughts and feelings on Future's The Real Me?
Loved it.
Love California Girls. I've been banging California Girls over and over again. In fact, I'm going to play a song from that album on today.
Period.
Thank you.
All right. Well,
I am too, actually.
Hey,
just
see?
I haven't listened to it.
Well, with that said,
I really leaned into the camaraderie of it.
I saw the way you lit up.
I was excited.
Just wow. We can go on ahead. That's all I want to talk about. Those the artists that I want to mention this week. Well, that's it for the Music Man segment.
This week in TV. So boom. First of all, The Real Housewives of Atlanta season 17 reunion part 1 came on. Incredible reunion from start to finish. Incredible part 1. No lulls, no boring shit. The ladies were in rare form, at each other's throats. K. Michelle was active and participating and
very
contributing.
Active and very respectful.
I disagree.
No?
Very active, not very respectful to me, but I respect your opinion. But it was good. Everybody showed up and was doing what the fuck they needed to do, including Andy. Shout out to Andy. It was just good. If you love The Real Housewives of Atlanta specifically, then you recognize that they have something special with this current cast. And this reunion, I don't even have to tout it. I don't even have to say that this cast is special. All you got to do is watch part 1 of this reunion and watch it on Peacock, where it is, or as I like to call it, on Peacocks, where it is uncensored and extended 15 minutes. So watch that version. But that shit is good. The Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion is so good. Watch it. It's a 3-parter. And it's good. Also, while we're on Bravo, they had the season premiere of season 5 of The Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip, which is where they mix up members of the cast from each different franchise and send them on a girls trip, right? So it's like a fever dream for Housewives fans. This season is very special because it celebrates the 20th anniversary of The Real Housewives in general, right? It's been 20 years.
Damn.
And so they're calling it the Roaring 20th. They have... they're going from city to city, from Orange County, Beverly Hills, Atlanta, New York,
Also
Bluestone
to
Manor,
the
Miami.
cities of all the different wives. Oh, cool.
And in those
That's a
cities,
cool
a
concept.
bunch of the old housewives from all the different seasons are showing up to these big parties that they're having.
Cute.
So these motherfuckers are arguing, getting into it over old beefs, all kind of shit. And then then members of the other shows are in the mix because that's the way that it's mixed up. It's the ultimate girls trip. So it's great. Episode 1 came on this week, and it was very special because guess how it opened up? Portia Williams, who is on the cast,
I was gonna say,
right?
I was like, is it that clip?
Portia is on the cast, exactly, representing Atlanta. And she's the only cast member who was not a season 1 OG cast member of their franchise, right? Because Portia came in season 5. But right now she's the lead marquee cast member over there since Cynthia's a friend. And so Portia represented the franchise. But the scene that opens this season is Nene Leakes going over to Portia's house to help Portia pack for this trip.
Crazy.
This is a huge deal because we haven't seen Nene on Bravo since she walked off of the virtual set of the season 12 reunion by saying, well, it's no big deal. I can just do this here, and closed her keyboard. Never to be heard of again until we heard of the lawsuits and allegations and litigation and all the shit that has gone down between her and Bravo up until now. Seeing her on the TV screen on a Sunday with that Bravo logo in the lower thirds,
crazy.
I was just very happy to see Nene on TV. She looked great. She seemed to be in good spirits. And so it was good to see Nene, and she will be seen again because as I said, they're going to come to Atlanta for a huge event. And she is a very big part of that. I think she throws the event. So it'll be interesting to see that. Nene is back on Bravo, and this is really a healing for the fandom in the Bravo universe. Yeah, we have been waiting and begging for this, and it seems that the stars aligned for it. So I'm very happy.
Nice.
Also, the Bell Collective. Shout out to the Bells over on OWN Network. The Bell Collective had their reunion. All the ladies had on gold. They looked beautiful together as a group. And I love Bell Collective. Y'all know that's one of my favorite shows. So Bell Collective, okay? The reunion came on and y'all need to watch it, okay? There's another show that I think I'm watching it now, but we may be binging this over here because it's our kind of mess. So you know that OWN has the show Put a Ring on It, right? Well, they have a new spinoff of that show. They got a spinoff called Cheat Something. But basically they have all these couples that are engaged in a relationship or whatever come in this house and then go on dates with the person that they cheated with that almost broke up the relationship. Ooh. It's very reminiscent of the Never Ever Mets. It's that style of production.
Oh no.
So yeah, very messy. It's currently airing on OWN. I think there are 2 episodes in. So I'm watching it. I'm familiarizing myself. And if it is good and measures up to the level of entertainment value that I know our audience wants, we will definitely be watching this over on Patreon on the binge when it's my turn to pick.
Watch this.
So I'm going to see, because I don't even know how many episodes it is or whatever. I'm just going to watch it, see what's up, and then we'll take it to Patreon. But yeah, that's it for me this week.
Perfect. That means that is it for us this week. We hope you enjoyed this week's episode. We love you guys. We appreciate you. And we do not take you for granted in any way. Thanks for hanging with us yet another week. And we will catch you guys next week.
Stay black and protect
love
your
y'all.
magic.
Bye, y'all.
Welcome to the Friend Zone.
Every time I'm in the zone.